Okay. Swap position with a selected teammate, sniper chain combo, and wow, it's a long equipment. When Kayano realizes that she's not at the back, she'll be forced to retreat to the back of the team while the rest of the team advance one tile. What do you mean one tile? There's no tile here. What's up, my friends? I know Kayano is very confusing. When I first saw this post, I don't even know it's English, but I actually already figured out what she does, and I'm going to explain it to you. Now, I don't usually do this. I usually do all three characters at the same time, but I think Kayano deserves her own video because she is so confusing. It will probably take a long time just to explain his ability alone. So as I expected, Kayano is a water supporter and her attack stat is fine. It's not too low, but it's like average. Defense and health is also on the average side. And in order for me to explain how she works, firstly we will have to explain her equipment because this is the central part of her kit. When Kano realizes that she is not at the back, she will be forced to retreat to the back of the team while the rest of the team advance one tile. Now, I do not like Toro using the term tile here. It gets confused with alchemy board or teleporting around. The better term I came up with is slots. As you can see, we have 5 slots in a team. Well, assuming you're using 5 units. If you're not, why? Because of this first line, Kayano will always try to move to the last slot. Once she's moved, the other unit will advance one slot upward. Now the second line. Auroran who have retreated this round will receive an attack bonus equal to 4% of Kayano basic attack. The highest bonus is taken when triggered multiple times. When Kayano is in the team, whoever retreats, also known as move down one or more slots, will gain an attack bonus. The more slot you go down, the higher the damage bonus. The highest damage bonus is taken when triggered multiple times, means that you cannot stack the attack bonus by moving down multiple times. The highest bonus you can get is moving from slot 1, which is the captain position, to the slot 5. Now the third line, the further back one retreats, the higher the bonus, up to 2.5, the basic value. This means that we can safely assume moving down one slot is 4%, 2 slot is 4% multiplied by 1.5, 3 slot is 4% multiplied by 2, and 4 slot is 4% multiplied by 2.5. Now the fourth line. The current captain received the same attack bonus as Kayano. Okay, this is a funny one because this motivates us to swap our captain with Kayano. Because once the captain goes to slot 5, Kayano goes to slot 1, Kayano will go to slot 5 because of the first line, meaning that the original captain, Kayano, and the new captain will get 10% attack bonus. It's funny because by swapping captain with Kayano, you're basically assigning the slot 2 as the captain. So every time you swap captain with Kayano, you will get a different captain since it rotates around. Now the last line, captain changes for the battle +1. This is very likely to be one of the breakthrough because it just seems like something they slap on because they couldn't think of a good breakthrough. It's basically this number here, the captain swap of the battle. Usually it's 3. If you have this, I guess breakthrough or it's her passive, you will get 4 instead of 3. There are stages that has unlimited swap. Unlimited +1 is unlimited, so yeah. Now, the final verdict, is Kayano good? I don't think so. If I have to rate her, I would rate her in good in some stages. So the thing about Kayano is her buff is not massive. So you can swap the captain with Kayano because Kayano is always on the back and you get 3 units 10% damage bonus buff. But the thing is, there are already a lot of support doing that and doing way better. For example, Chloe. Chloe will get you 1% attack buff per blue tile traverse or per blue tile on the battlefield because it's 0.5 for each on the battlefield and also 0.5 for each you traverse, and it lasts for 2 rounds and the cooldown is only 2. So if you have like more than 10 blue tiles on the battlefield when you use Chloe ability, it's already better than Kayano. However, Chloe does need some blue tile conversion in order to benefit more with her active skill, so you have to kind of use a blue mono team for you to use Chloe. There is also Hydra, which is another support for the water team, and Hydra is more focused on chain combo damage, while Chloe is more on generic damage because she brought the raw attack stat, while Hydra give everyone more chain combo damage. The thing about Kayano is she doesn't really restrict you to a specific element like Chloe or Hydra does, so you can actually use Kayano in Rambo team as well. For example, you want to boost your team active skill damage, you can use Kayano to buff the slot 1 and slot 2 10% bonus damage. Well, bonus of Kayano. On paper, she seems fine, but I'm just not so sure because her active skill is kind of trash. There's nothing really special about her active skill, it's just swapping position, meaning you are using one character purely just for the attack buff. And there's also another problem because every single thing about her is in the equipment, meaning you have to get the equipment level high. And not only that, because her equipment based on her attack, you also have to get her stat up really high. So you also need to invest a lot of levels into her in order for her to shine. Kind of really need a lot of investment, and she's not even that good. I'm not too sure if anyone will invest in her that much unless you really like her, but she is not trash. Let's be honest, she is not unusable. I can see some scenarios she will be used, but if you already have Chloe, I just don't see a really good point to raise her. There's another one point though, is on stages that has an unlimited swap. For example, the resource stage where you farm the sublime, that stage has unlimited swap. So if you have Kayano on your team, you can potentially get 10% for every single teammate every round, provided you have to swap a lot of time because, you know. And there are some Spire stages have this as well, I think. Like the Shelmer stage has this as well. And some of the Elysium stage has it. I'm not too sure about that one. So yeah, I think Kano is usable, but personally, I wouldn't invest into her because she just seems pretty mediocre from a buffer standpoint because her active skill is kind of trash. Like units such as Naroxel, her equipment also buff your teammate attack. So she gives 1% attack bonus per enhanced house traverse. So whenever you move on enhanced house, you give your team a 1% attack buff. And you lose 50% of the stack at the end of the round. But the thing is, even though the attack buff is not massive, Naroxel has a really good active skill. A global teleport plus purify is really strong. Kano doesn't have that. Her active skill basically supplements the equipment skill, which I think is too much on one side, and she doesn't even do that job really well. So yeah, if I have to rate Kayano, definitely a B tier. But of course, I've been wrong before, and I could be wrong for Kayano as well, and there's a lot of things I'm still quite unsure about her. Maybe her attack buff does stack. Maybe there's a mistranslation, I don't know. But if I can test her out and see if there's something wrong, I will probably make a new video about it. So yeah, let me know what you think about Kayano, and do you like her? And do you understand what the hell did I just explain? I hope my explanation is clear here, because I know it's confusing. This character probably is the most confusing unit, more confusing than Nails. But if that helped you, maybe give me a like and also subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.